So this is Exhumed for the Sega Saturn. This is an absolutely awesome game. There's this myth about the Sega Saturn that it can't do 3D games, or it can't do 3D very well. That is total BS. Anyone who's got a Sega Saturn will tell you that's BS. There's many 3D games on the Sega Saturn that are just absolutely awesome. 3D works really well on the Sega Saturn when the developer really puts out all and technical ability into that game, rather than just doing kind of, you know, like a half-assed port or something. You know, as long as they really put their weight behind the Sega Saturn and take some time with the game. You know, with plenty of games, it's shown that 3D has really paid off, and this is just one of them. Now, there's quite a few first-person shooters. This is FPS, by the way, but there's quite a few FPS games for the Sega Saturn. I've got obviously this game. I've got Duke Nukem 3D. That's the only other first-person shooter that I own. The other first-person shooters for the Sega Saturn are Quake and there's another one. There's Quake and the other one escapes me. There's Quake and there is an Exile, and I think there's a couple more. But this game, I haven't played the other games apart from Duke Nukem 3D, but this game is just absolutely freaking awesome. So the left and right shoulder buttons strafe your left and right, obviously. A button uses the sword. I haven't got any other weapons at the moment, so B button jumps, C does nothing, and the other buttons at the moment do nothing. One thing I want to talk about first is look how smooth this game is. The way you are able to move around the map, it's so fucking smooth, and the frame rate never drops even when the action gets going, and the controls are just so well done. It's just amazing. I just can't believe how awesome this game is on the Sega Saturn. This game just took my breath away when I played it when I first bought it. I couldn't stop playing it. I was just amazed at how good it was. I was expecting it to be really naff, basically, but yeah, it's just absolutely brilliant. So let's get a move on. We got a gun. So Y and Z buttons kind of swap your weapons, and A is to fire. Just look at the graphics. The graphics on this game are absolutely bloody amazing. I just can't believe what they've managed to get out of the system on this game. Okay, so don't quite know what those orbs do. Weapon power, okay. Oh. Bloody awesome this game is. Yeah, so after playing this game, and I played it quite a bit, I didn't want to go that way, I decided to buy another first-person shooter for the Sega Saturn, and I decided to get Duke Nukem 3D. While Duke Nukem 3D looks quite good, and it plays alright, but it doesn't play nearly as good as this game. Nowhere near as good, in fact. It just, I don't know, it just lacks. It really does. It just. The controls on Duke Nukem 3D ain't as good as this, and the animation and the 3D environment, the graphics and stuff, they ain't as good as this. Sure, there's something I meant to do here. Okay, so C is your action button. And get some of this. All-seeing eye, okay. Look at this, man. This game is just absolutely fantastic. If you've got a Saturn, I really recommend you picking this up. It's just so much fun, and first person shooters is basically, it's another genre that I just can't deal with in terms of retro games.
Welcome, mortal. I am King Ramses. When my body was laid to rest here, forgotten, and my spirit was blessed in the realm of the dead. For centuries I lived among the most powerful.
I'll skip that. You probably noticed that some of the audio was skipping a bit there. That's because this copy, it is a bit scratched. It's one of those games that's scratched but has problems. It runs alright, but when you get audio bits like that, it tends to skip. So this is this game that oh bloody hell, I need to replace basically. I need to replace it with another copy. Or I could just get the disc resurfaced. Doesn't matter which. Will you travel to Karnak? Yes. Ah, there we go, Karnak. So I really want to try the other first person shooters on the Saturn. Like I said, first person shooter games, in terms of retro games, I really don't get on with them. It's another one of those genres where I just find myself not really getting into them. I don't really like the games too much. I don't know, it's just, I just can't get into the old school retro FPSs. Same with RPGs, not all RPGs. Because like, I like Shenmue, I like Panzer Dragoon, and I'm playing Albert Odyssey at the moment and loving it. But really old school RPGs, you know, the kind of 3D dungeon crawling things I don't get on with. But I must say, this game I'm really impressed with. There's loads of hidden things in this game as well. There's like loads of hidden doors and places you can get to, and it's just really cool. Now obviously I'm only facing these little crappy creatures at the moment, but the further you go in this game, the further you go in this game, the more badass enemies you're going to face. I think we're nearly out of time, guys, so I'm sorry I couldn't show you more. There we go, like I said, hidden parts of the level. Let's try going in there. No, needs a symbol or something. Okay, I've run out of ammo, so yeah, I think we're nearly out of time, guys. But as you can see, it's a pretty amazing game. I'd really recommend it. think it owe it to yourself to there you go, I'm dead. I think it owe it to yourself if you've got a Saturn to get this game. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.